Frank, slightly different preparation, obviously, for two really big games over Easter, when you've had quite a few players away on international duty. I suppose you're waiting for them all to check back in, are you?
Yeah, we're waiting for Efron and Joel. They're landing this afternoon, so they'll be in later on to see where they're at. So I think I mentioned before, it's far from ideal that we're playing on Friday night with them travelling back. It's very, very difficult, so we'll have to see how they are.
Mm. And Frank as well, and Jay's played a lot of football for Wales, hasn't he, over this last few days as well?
Yeah, we'll have to check in on all of them today.
Okay, and that affects obviously the shape of your team. With two games coming so close together, that will play into your thinking, won't it?
Yeah, without a doubt. We'll have to see for freshness and where everyone's at, because it's good that they go and play for their countries, clearly. But as I say, the need for us to play on a Friday. I know it's a traditional Easter weekend, but this World Cup qualifiers or friendlies, so close to our games with a lot of travel, it's no point in me going on about it too much because it's done now. But clearly, two big players for us in Joel and Efron, specifically coming back the day before the game from two different connecting flights from Mexico is not ideal, and they're our players and they want to get back and play, but it's very difficult, so we'll see.
The players that remained here, I know you tried to balance it between giving them some rest, which they thoroughly deserve after what's happened previously this season, and then trying to build up to Easter. Those two things combined on the training ground. How's that been the last sort of days?
Fine. We're used to that. Some players have played a lot of minutes, need a bit of rest, and it's good to get away for a tiny bit and then to train as well. So we've dealt with that. Some young players have helped with the sessions to pad them out where we've been resting or missing players. So yeah, we're used to dealing with that.
Mm. And how's Hadji Wright? How's he coming along?
He's okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we'll see this weekend how they are, but everyone's working hard.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Derby, first of all, obviously a club that you're very familiar with, where you started your coaching journey.
Yeah. Had a year there, good year. Unfortunately, we didn't quite make it to the Premier League with the final, which was disappointing because it was such a good year going up to that. But it feels like a long time ago now. But I have to say, I enjoyed my time there. Enjoyed my early days of coaching, learning a lot. I think we had a very successful year, other than that last step, which was tough in that final anyway against Villa. But yeah, it was my time there was good, but now obviously I'm got completely different focus and a lot of stuff in between. And part of my journey though, and I respect the club for the size and history of the club. But obviously now Coventry is absolutely my focus point.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can obviously feel that you've grown as a coach in that time massively.
Well, I'd like to think so. Like from my experiences of that, to go to Chelsea, work in the Champions League. Everton relegation battle here, what we're doing here, like you should learn and improve all the time, but in those early days there's something to be said for your energy and freshness to the job as well. As I say, it was a challenging year with a lot of things that were going on around Derby at the time, but we managed to do something which I think we can be pretty proud of without getting where we wanted to go. But yeah, of course you try and learn every day and get better. Am I much better than I was then? Who knows? Maybe some of the freshness was good at that point, but you should learn from experiences and scenarios all the time. So for others to analyse, I guess.
No, of course. John Eustace has got a very strong connection with his club. He was club captain back in the day, right at the beginning of his career. How do you assess what he's done at Derby this season? Yeah,
good job. I think he's done good jobs wherever he's worked, and he was on my pro licence with me a few years ago, so we spent some time together then. Respect for him. I know his Coventry roots, and respect for him. I think Derby now fighting for the playoff positions. They're a dangerous team because they've got quality in their team, all through. But attacking area's got quality. I think John did really well going there to keep them in the league last year. It was a difficult moment, and fair play to him to go and take on that challenge as he did. I understood that. And then obviously they've backed him to different degrees this year, and now they're a strong team in the league for sure.
I saw you featured on Sky yesterday with Konatsu from Haas, and you described it as going into the last lap. Is that how you view it?
Well, that's how the question was framed to me, and I agree with it. It is what it is. But the last lap I've seen, the last hurdle, the last whatever, like it doesn't always work the way you want. So it'll only be finishing the lap that is important to us. So with the risk of sounding repetitive, we focus on Derby because every game's a challenge. As I said before, they're fighting for what they want. And we want to win football matches. We know what it is now. We know what we want to do, what we need to do. So, but only worry about the one in front of you.
Mm. Physically and tactically, obviously, hugely important in any game. But now you're this close to the finishing line. A lot of it is to do with what's between players' ears, isn't it, at the moment, and how they deal with that kind of mental pressure, if you like, if that's the right phrase.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think in all three parts that you've mentioned there, it's not the end of football to mention them, but physically we're better than when we first came to the club. The lads have worked really hard, they're more robust, they're fitter, they're stronger, everything says that, and we see that. I think tactically as well, we know what we want to do, and we have to adapt sometimes for opposition, but with stronger teams in the league, which we proved ourselves to be, there's some things that you know that they do, and we do that, so trust in that. And of course, the other side, and maybe the most important side, is our mental approach, our confidence in what we're doing, our determination to do things right, to train right, to prepare right, to be right. And I've got confidence in this group because they've shown me that they do that much more often than not. And that's a real testament to the consistency they've produced. Now everyone will talk about it, but let's use that positively because people are looking at us to say league position, what may be, etc. We need to be very focused on what we have, and as I say, these lads have shown me that through the season.
I mean, you've won pretty much everything there is to win in the game with Chelsea. When it got to this stage of a season, how did you handle the mental side of it?
I don't think there's a written rule. At times I was excited because it's exciting to be where we are, and if I've been there before, it was exciting as an individual and as a team, and I think these boys are like that. And then there are moments when you really kicks in how important the games are and what's on them and stuff like that. And then I think it's just your mechanisms that kick in. We've done it a lot this season already. Keep doing the good things that we do. If we control that part of our performance and approach, then hopefully the results will look after themselves. Football doesn't change as such. But I think it's trying to stay pretty calm and just continue. Yeah, I've been there before, and it's hard to pick what emotions you have to focus on any one day. We just have to stay on it.
And that's the point, really. It's trying to strike that balance, I suppose, between being relaxed but also having that edge to when it comes to crossing the white line, to use.
Yeah, and it's not easy. Well, I'll say it's quite easy in a way. We're paid to do our job. We love doing what we do. You work really hard out there for an hour and a half a day, or in the gym, or you prep and you maintain yourself, and the lads can have fun. They can enjoy the moment. I'm very, very keen on that balance. This is not boot camp. This is something we're privileged to do. So keep doing that, and this is better than being in a relegation battle. I've been in one. This is better than lots of other scenarios of being mid-table with not much to play for. This is a great thing, and take that challenge in a good way.
And that's the message to the fans, I suppose, finally from me, Frank, is to try and embrace it as best you can. There will be, anxiety and nerves and whatever until the players get over the line, but it's try and enjoy it as well.
I think they're embracing it pretty well. That's my feeling. So anxiety is part of football. It wouldn't be enjoyable if you didn't have the anxious moments or the great moments to be great. So I know this club's had a lot of difficult moments. So I think that's why we are not absolutely unique, but this is a pretty unique situation of how many years the club's been out of the top league and where it's been down to and where it's back up to. I'm aware of all of that. So if they can enjoy it in the moment, we'll try and do our jobs.
Tatsu, good morning. Very good to see you. Can we talk about yesterday, first of all, with the Haas visit, Ayo Komatsu, and just your feelings and thoughts about meeting up with him again?
Yeah, it was a great time for me and for the team as well. I think he's a great person, and he leads a team and achieves a lot. So yeah, I have a great respect for that. Yeah.
And did the other boys, your teammates, enjoy having a Formula One car here at the
Yeah,
training ground?
I think so. Yeah, some of the player are big fan of the F1, so they are really enjoyed it. I think, yeah.
Yeah. And let's talk about your football now, and particularly your form recently. You've scored quite a few goals. Has that been an element that you've been trying to add to your game, particularly this season, would you say?
Yeah, of course I'm always trying to score a goal and make an assist, but for me, yeah, just the winning of the team is the most important things. So even if I cannot score, I always thinking how I can contribute to the winning of the team. So yeah, last couple of games I scored 3 goals and it makes me so happy. But yeah, just yeah, hopefully I will get more. But I'm focused on the winning of the team and 7 games to go. So yeah, I need to focus on the winning of the team and hopefully I will score more goal and make assist. Yeah.
And the prize at the end of this season, obviously everyone knows, is very big. You have played a key part this season and in previous seasons when you were here at the club also. What have been the differences, do you think, this season? Why you have got so close to the Premier League as opposed to just missing out in playoffs previously? Is there something you can point to?
I'm not sure. It's not big difference from the last season. Last season, also we tried to achieve the Premier League. Yeah, it was close and we couldn't. But we showed the great performance since 2 years ago. So yeah, it's not big difference. And this season we made a great start from the beginning of the season, and around December we struggled for a couple of weeks. We lost momentum, and but it's obviously normal because this is a tough league, so it's difficult to continue this top performance for whole season. Yeah, but we stayed positive and trying hard every day, and then we bounced back. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah.
I'm sure. The collective spirit in the group, the togetherness of you as players, all of you, is very obvious, I think. How special is that? Just try and talk about that for us.
Yeah, I feel the togetherness for this team, and it's not like only player, only gaffer, coach. I feel like all the people who involved this club want to achieve same goal. So yeah, I think I'm not sure how important about this. I think this is the most important things for us, and if you want to achieve something as a club, this is so important. So yeah.
And to extend that, your relationship with the supporters, with the fans, has always been very good, but that seems to be even stronger now, Tats, is it?
Yeah, I'm always feeling about this. Yeah, the supporter is amazing, and I feel like every game it's getting bigger. Yeah, and a lot of Japanese friends came to the stadium from Japan, and everyone told me the atmosphere is amazing. They were so surprised. So yeah, I think it's so important for us. As if you see the result, we didn't lose a lot at home. So yeah, everyone know how important the supporter is. So yeah, I'm so grateful, and I want to say thank you to supporters. Yeah.
And just lastly from me, you filmed the documentary recently, which has had, I know, some incredible views in Japan. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's surprised. It's a lot of people viewed that video, and yeah, I would be really happy if more people get to know about Coventry through that video. Yeah.